last video, and there was a fuzzy sound throughout the entire first half of that video. My mistake in not having headphones on to hear it after having recorded it, but I managed to fix it, and I've made a couple of adjustments, and I'm glad you guys still enjoyed that video. But so, yeah, today's just going to be a rambling video, still testing things, you could say, with the audio, and already I'm noticing this is much better, and hearing myself is a little strange, but I can get used to it. But hey, it's Saturday for me. This will be uploaded on Saturday, obviously, and I don't know what you guys do on Saturdays in general. I think most people rest. Some particular people will keep working, or maybe their contract is through Saturday and their rest day may be Sunday, Monday. I mean, if you work in a restaurant or any kind of fast food place, you probably do work on Saturdays and Sundays. And I respect all you guys that work in fast foods and even in restaurants. Like, no joke, that is not an easy job, considering, 80% of that job is dealing with people. Having been a waiter and having worked in fast food, I can respect that, no joke. But anyway, Saturdays. Hey, I mean, me on my Saturday, I've just been to the gym, did a quick shoulder session because, hey, kind of been feeling a bit sore at the moment, in the gym when you've been at quite a frequent rate, and it, I don't know, it's just, sometimes it's a bit much. I love training every day, but sometimes you need to, tone it down a bit. I don't know what that sound just was, but I'm sorry, that must have been from outside. But hey, I'm noticing also the mic is quite good for just whispering in general. So I hope it's enjoyable, to be honest, because I'm not quite sure yet. There's just be numerous tests, it seems. These videos seem to coming back to talking about the quality of the audio, but I mean, it can't be perfect. It could be, maybe, but chasing perfection can be a mistake sometimes. So, but I did adjust it quite a bit. And yeah, I was wondering actually, what do most people actually do on Saturdays, except from the obvious, which may be going shopping, maybe taking the kids out for a walk in the forest, taking them to the park, and I think that's what most people are going to do on a Saturday. Some people will stay in at home, watch TV, which is perfectly fine, but I never looked up the statistic. I'm not going to do it now because I've never been that curious to do it, but just out of me thinking about it, I've always kind of wondered, what do people actually do on Saturdays? And I believe that was a Discord sound we just heard. I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to mute the audio here because apparently the computer is making noise. There we go. That's better. People coming in and out of Discord, it seems there's still people in there. Yeah, me on a Saturday, like I said, today was gym session. That was pretty good. Then I went to do a bit of shopping because I needed some food. I was mainly just missing cereal, to be honest. And then, I like noodles, ramen noodles, so I got a couple of those, couple packets. Make also home is quite nice, by the way. And yeah, I just think those kind of occupations on Saturdays, the families do, for example, they can apply to individuals who are single as well, obviously. But I've always just wondered, what do the majority of people do in our society on Saturdays? And I do like to include everyone, not just Europe and America, and I know, let's say Japan, Australia, all that. I'm also including poorer countries, I wonder what they do on Saturdays, like genuinely, not out of, not being a joke at all. Saturday's like a special day, in my opinion, when it's the first day of the weekend. And it's also a day that is seen differently when you're a kid, and we can all agree on that, I believe. When I was, let's say, 11, well, in middle school, I could not wait till Saturdays. So obviously, the Friday night is the highlight of the weekend, like, oh my gosh, when it approaches, But Saturday really is that day in between Friday and Sunday that is just amazing when you're a kid, I used to just love playing Destiny 1, obviously, back on the 360, because we are talking late 2016, early 2017, yeah, that's when it was. Like taking that, for example, when you're a kid, the Saturday is just amazing, and Sunday is, you're happy when you wake up, because it's not school yet, but then you quickly realise that by the time you get to Sunday night, well, you're not quite as happy, are you? Because school's right round the corner on Monday. I think I do speak for a lot of people saying that. If you all felt that way back in school, if you are still in school watching this, maybe you still feel that way about weekends. But it definitely did change for high school. I enjoyed high school. That was really fun, to be honest. Some of the best years of education I had. And obviously meeting new friends, that is just such a great time. So if you're in high school, really enjoy it. It goes by way too fast. That's what I believe. I think everyone believes that anyway. Time just flies after a while. As soon as you hit 17, it just disappears. But that's why it's beautiful. Something isn't always beautiful just because it's lasting a long time. Whoa. I don't know if you heard that, but my stomach is rumbling. I am hungry. That is crazy. It's still rumbling. But yeah, no, so I actually forgot what I was saying just then. Gosh, how the hell did I just forget what I was saying about age? And time going fast. Time going fast. That's unbelievable, I just forgot that. Hang on a minute. That's pretty crazy. I'm like a goldfish, literally. I'm pretty sure I was on about... Oh yes. Something isn't, beautiful because it lasts, but, it's much more beautiful because it can go by so fast without you noticing. And if you didn't notice that it went by so fast, but you really enjoyed that, or those moments, then, in my opinion, just makes it a better memory, Because if it lasts a very, very long time, and it feels long, sorry about that, it was a bit louder, it's usually not as good of a memory, in my said, it can depend if you're in a poor country or a much more wealthy country, or even depending on your family background. All these things can vary, and that's what makes everyone so interesting and so unique, because no one grew up the same way. We're all different in how we've been educated, how we actually see the world, how we perceive things, what we think is right or wrong, you know. Kind of some wisdom here from Harley ASMR, let's just say. Don't take anything I say to heart, you know. This is just me rambling, literally thoughts that are coming through my head. Beautiful set of words, Harley. Things that are just, you know, flowing through my mind, let's just say. So you can take them however you like, but it's pretty interesting when you just let things flow in your head and you start thinking about them in an open-minded way, in my opinion. So that's something that we are lacking a lot, actually, nowadays, is open-minded people. You might think that, what do you mean? We're like the most open-minded we've ever been, and I think that's wrong. We've opened our minds to new ideas, but we've closed our minds onto them. Literally. And I won't cite any, because I don't want to create any drama. My stomach is rumbling like a tank right now. I'm hungry as hell. I'm gonna have to go eat something in a bit. But hey, like I said, this is just me putting things into, not really into context, I'm just kind of just rambling, just like what this video is. It's just me rambling things. But anyway, I am gonna have to go get a bite to eat because I am actually starving. But I do appreciate you guys listening to me ramble, and I do